Hello and welcome to today's Delta Credit Tip. So today we're talking the coronavirus and your student loans. Because of the virus, you may be out of work, you may have issues, and the ability to pay on your student loans can be challenged. So today we're going to talk over what programs are now in place to help you with this process and give you a little bit of reprieve, as well as how we can give yourself some time to get back on your feet. So stay tuned. We're going to fill you in on today's Delta Credit Tip. Hello and welcome back to today's Delta Credit Tip. I'm Michael Holmes, bringing you yet more information to help you in your credit restoration process. Hopefully you'll find this information helpful. If so, give us that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that every Thursday as we come out with more information to help you in your credit restoration process, you get this information right out of the gate. Now, right now we're talking about the coronavirus and your student loans. As a result of the virus and everybody taking off of work now, you may find that paying that student loan is a bit challenging. And our federal government has recognized that fact. So they have put a little bit of reprieve on the interest that they're charging you. And this is just one of several programs that they have in place. As a matter of fact, this video is just simply one of a series that we're putting out as these new programs come out. And so we encourage you, again, subscribe and hit that notification bell because we're going to be talking about all these different programs, everything from whether you own a small business, whether you have children who have missed school, whether you need food stamps, whether you need to file for medical insurance or disability insurance. We're going to be covering all these different programs, so make sure you're staying tuned. Now, as far as your student loans are concerned, the only help you're really going to get, and keep in mind, this is for federally backed student loans. This doesn't have anything to do with your private loans, right? But if you have federally backed student loans, Donald Trump, our president, has already halted all interest. And while that may be great that we're not accruing more debt, it really doesn't say anything to the payment that's due next month, right? So let's start with the fact that you aren't accruing interest, which is great. But don't forget all those different programs that are out there. Forbearance, income-driven, if you're commissioned, an income contingent payment. All these are different programs that still exist out there. And now that this virus has taken a sudden impact on everybody's income, you can now go in to the Department of Education, claim one of these hardships, and they will adjust your payment. Even if you aren't feeling the effects now, recognize that money kind of has this latent response to your everyday life, right? If you miss 2 weeks of work now, you still have a paycheck coming in. It's not till those paychecks end and those bills start to accumulate that you start to feel that crunch. So if you anticipate that you're going to have a problem meeting the financial obligation that the Department of Education is putting on you now that you've graduated, go ahead and take those steps now to get that process rolling so that when the next payment is due, you've got a little bit of reprieve. Again, the two that you really want to probably use are the income contingent and the income-based payment, because as your pay goes down, you really don't want to be obligated. And if you really are unsure, like it could be a very long-term change in your financial makeup, just go with the forbearance. Usually you can get easily a 90-day forbearance without any kind of drama with setting it up. So at least you know you'll get at least that 90 days of no payment to kind of see what happens with your job situation. All right. So again, hopefully this information helps. If so, give us that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. But also make sure you're staying tuned for the rest of this week and probably next week. We're going to be coming out every time with a new topic of a new program that's in place to help you through this process. So stay safe. Don't cough on anybody else. And in the meantime, make a choice, make a change. Delta.